Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally here back on the Runeterra channel, and it seems as though it has dropped. I saw one of them already, so I already know one. Obviously, you guys will know probably by the thumbnail and everything like that who the characters are. So this is going to be my first result. I know that one of them is the Dinger, okay? One of them is the Dinger, which I can't be more upset about that. One, it's a PNZ character, and then two, it's a PNZ character that I don't care about. I've always hated Heimerdinger. I like in this game specifically. I think he's really fun in the actual league, but golly, I'll tell you that. Like he's just, nah, I don't know. So let's scroll down and I'll click on it. Boom, here it is. It's oh, is it supposed to be music? No, there's no music. Heimerdinger. Oh, they only revealed Heimerdinger. Stay tuned as we reveal this mad scientist revered inventor's powers shortly. So they're doing it like in pieces, it seems like. So I guess I'm gonna record it in pieces as well. So what do I think? You know what? We can have a little bit of fun with this, right? So Heimer, you guys seem to enjoy like when I just kind of like have fun. So I'm gonna go with that. Welcome to Jinx Did Nothing Wrong. Let's go over what Heimer does, and then I guess we could try to theorize. You guys are gonna see it in the video, but you're gonna see what I thought that they were gonna do versus what actually comes out. So when you play first of all, he's a 5-cost 2/4. When you play a spell, create a fleeting turret in hand equal to its cost. So you play a spell that costs 2, you're gonna get a 2-cost turret that's actually going to be 0 cost, so you can just play it. So it's going to be very weird because most of the time people were always trying to get like an 8 cost or more. But something that I used to mistake as for Heimer, I thought like you had to pay, it was based on the cost of it. But he actually levels with, I've seen summoned, so he has to be on the field and he has to see summoned power of tech allies. So these things are all techs, right? There are ways to make other things tech, like Glorious Evolution. You can make things, but with the stuff that's in POC, I would actually say that there is a lot of cheesiness that you could do with that, right? So one, I can already see Raven Plunder. Getting him out on the field is gonna be pivotal. What is that? Someone's, okay. It's gonna be pivotal. So playing him on turn 1, that's gonna be probably like one of his first best builds, is to just have him on the field immediately, right? And then you start playing spells. It really doesn't matter the spells that you're playing, right? You just need to have it at least be at least 1 cost, right? So you can start getting 1. So you play 12 1-cost spells and then boom, you have it. But in POC, as you guys know, like just for example, we have stuff that boosts the power of other units, right? So you guys have seen me do, when I'm clicking all the wrong things, right? Just to go back in here and just talk about it really quickly, we've done stack deck. That's actually probably one of the better Darius. Yeah, I'm trying to level him up because I want to see some cease and desist on some Darius, baby. But I'm just gonna click, no, I can't. Let me click someone that has some purple slots on him. But right, you have 4 purples. There we go. I want everyone to have 4 purples. But we have some options here, right? As far as like giving stats to our other units, and I think stack deck is it V stack deck? No, stack deck right there. So that one is gonna be good because he just needs to see power. So if the allies have power, hopefully it checks after the boost. As you guys know, it's only when it hits the field of the power boost. So hopefully it works in that way. Him having 4 defense also could be a Stars Forge Gauntlet play. And then we do this, and then damn, no, you would have to do more than that. You'd have to do something like this, and I don't know if you even want to go. You don't want to go Strength of Stone build, but maybe you do one of these other ones, and then another, and then that other thing, and you could do that. That's depending on his powers, though. I do feel like his powers are going to be very similar to someone that we just got, right? I think his powers is going to be very similar to, oh, sorry, not even someone that we just got. I think it's going to be similar to Elise, sorry. That I think he's going to have some type of form of whatever he has, or things of that nature, something of that. I know I'm talking in a circle, but I think it's gonna be something of like Heimer holds it. There also is a card that could be in his base deck. I don't know if they'll put it in. Let me go back out. It's a really good card that actually is like the super synergy of tech cards. Let me find it real quick. It doesn't take too long. It's like a 1-cost card. I think it's a PNZ. Oh, we're already in Eternal. I think it's Adaptatron. There it is. If this is in his deck, we're gonna be in good shape. When you summon a tech, we share keywords. So he shares it first. You start summoning stuff. It gives it to him, and then he starts to share it with the other units. So pretty much all the keywords need to go on him, and boom, it just got. I think some people, they were calling him McDonald's because he looks like he's has a bunch of fries. What I do like about this though is that they can pretty much make this guy, but make it a passive, right? Then we have keyword spreading, very similar to Elise, and then they can kind of get based on that. But most Heimer decks also just had to do with like production surge. Now production surge is a newer card, but thermogenic beam I think it was back in the day, and then kind of having like this weird, like you have to basically make it a very spell focused deck. That's why Heimer Senna used to be really big back in the day, because you would just basically have Senna with all the kill spells, you kill everything, Heimer's on the field. So while Heimer's on the field, as you're killing stuff, you would start just getting these 5 cost quick big 6 attack turrets. Also, I didn't mention when he levels, I mean the same thing happens, just that they get granted +1/+1. It's not really that big of a deal in my opinion. But you definitely need something like spell generation. You need to have some type of spells. I can also see maybe you do the arcane common thing, so you always get this 6 cost and elusive. Every turn you get an elusive 7/2 once he's leveled. That's not really that bad, I'd have to say. And then you just win through elusive damage. Currently the challenges don't really have stuff to deal with elusives if you have like really strong elusives. So I could see that being a thing. Outside of that, I really don't know what else they're gonna really do with him, because he's gonna come in as a 6-star, right? So he's just gonna come in straight in and have 6-star capabilities. I'm pretty sure they're gonna go with the angle of like the turrets share some type of synergy, or they're gonna have some type of passive like that. If they go with anything else besides that, I would be deeply like wait, what? Or maybe it is like the power where a turret comes on the field every turn and it scales up. That's the challenges. That's the T-Hex challenge, that the turrets just keep going up in level automatically, so that when Heimer comes out, maybe you don't have to spend any spells. It just kind of adds, so they eliminate the spell aspect of it. But that just seems weird. But then again, I'd also have to say there's a lot of spell-based, spell slinging characters already in POC, so I feel like maybe, I don't know, they kind of dropped the ball on that one. Let's see, let's go back here. No additional information, and again, that means there's going to be another PNC crystal. That means it's gonna, we're now up to, oh, I could have just stated right there. That actually probably would have been easier to do it from that screen, right? But now POC, we have Jinx, Vi. Also, since they do have us in all these regions, it would be nice to sort by region, I'm just saying. So we have Jinx, we have, I'm just going down the list, I should have did it from the other list. Vi, we have Jace, we have Caitlyn, that's 4, and that's it, right? So we have 4, and now we're getting 5 as Victor. 5 as Heimerdinger. She's a 5-drop. What are they, just trying to go through all the things? Is that actually a thing? 3/4 drop. No, Janna's a 4-drop too. But they could have went with Janna, and then she's a 4-drop as well. But yeah, it's just a lot as far as like constantly, purposely targeting. Some people might look at it, I guarantee the super mega positive people are gonna be like, well, they're just giving you many options as possible. PNC Crystal is the first crystal that we've gotten, right? So it's very logical that you would have probably already used it on Jinx before Jace or Caitlyn came out. You probably would have used it on Jinx, like, or sorry, and Echo, I forgot about Echo. So no, we are up to 6 now. I forgot about Echo, all the way tucked into the corner. So Echo, they have Echo, Jinx, Vi, Caitlyn, and yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and now Heimerdinger makes 6. It's very likely that you would have used your first one, right? So that to me is a little bit much, but giving other ones more options I think would have been pretty cool. And then supposedly the person leaked, or someone, one of the Riot employees said that they're both new, so there's not going to be any of these 3-star characters getting anything here. So none of these 3-star characters, so it's not going to be Janna, it's not going to be, you know, anyone here, which is LeBlanc. Damn, my baby, sorry. But it is going to be another character from there. And if it's another PNC character, it's making it up to 7 PNC. And again, I don't care that that Arcane's coming out. I don't think that, I still don't think that that's a great move, if I'm being honest. But if they are to do it, I will assume maybe Seraphine. But or if they have to do it based on, maybe they are doing all the Arcane, then it's obviously would be Victor. I mean, Victor is the last one that's kind of new. I heard Necrit say something about Janna, so maybe they would do Janna. I don't think Ezreal's involved. I don't think Teemo's involved. I don't think Seraphine's involved. So the last one would be Victor. So they do both of those. And if they do Victor, I would be highly inclined, because Victor is the keyword guy, right? You know, so he was the dream, Make a Dream Foundation. If his really good, then it'd be good. But let's see what they got. All right, so they haven't revealed the other character yet. We're back on the page, as you can see, 27 minutes ago. I was on the phone. Let me refresh one more time, and then we'll look into what's going on here. And it's still just Heimer, right? Yeah, this is 58 minutes ago. Sometimes I know that they, let me just click on it because sometimes they like attach it. Enough RNGs. Oh, is that, okay. So here we go. So common, so these are the things, science and then science with a lot of exclamation points, right? So tech allies in hand and play have a random upgrade for each time you spend 6+ mana on spells. So this is similar to upgrades, people. This is very similar to what is it? Not even Jace, actually. I would actually say that this is similar to OG Lux, right? When you spent 6+ mana on spells. And I don't know if it's like it happens once, I'm not too sure. And then Pursuit of Progress is when you summon a unit, refill on spell mana? When you summon a unit, refill on spell mana. I'm not exactly sure I understand what that means. So if I summon a unit, and they're saying summon, not play, because play would make more sense to me, but I summon you, I refill on spell mana. So like, I guess all the way up to 3, I'm assuming up to 3 mana I can get back. So anything above 3, I just get spell mana back, which is interesting, I guess, because a lot of times when you summon stuff, you can get like summon mana back, but to get spell mana, that could be good to allow you to spam a little bit better. Then the better version of science is tech allies in hand and in play have a random upgrade. They're gonna have to show us what an upgrade means from an improved pool of upgrades. So this one is oh, you know what this means? This is Elder Dragon. This is Elder Dragon stuff for each time you spent. So okay, so, and that's maybe what the guy was talking about with the randomness. So allies in hand, the tech allies in hand, and then the ones in the field. So as you're spending mana, they have to specify in hand as well, because when Heimerdinger creates the turret, you know, you want that turret to also be blessed and not have to be played first and then be blessed. They also have Biggledust Spear. When you summon a created ally, granted +1/+1. This must be a new one. I don't think that's the created ally thing has always been like +2/+2. This is a common version of it, so I guess a little dumbed down version. Then they have Mana Flow, and then they have the Eureka. Tech allies in hand and in play, start the game with 3 random upgrades. Game start, summon a MK0 Wind Shredder. Did I read it? Is it Wind Up Shredder? Okay, so game start, you start off with the 0 cost. So it allows you that every time, and this is kind of similar to what I said about Jace, having a unit that's on the field to get benefits from all this stuff. And upgrades, I'm almost 1000% sure it's just going to be like Elder Dragon, but you're going to be able to play them, or either going to be Elder Dragon-esque or it's going to be Lucky Find, if you guys know how the Lucky Finds work. So it's going to be either one of those two. It's going to work in like either way, but it's going to be like Elder Dragon where you play something, or when you play, I guess, have a random upgrade for each time and handed in play. So I guess let's just say like you have a bunch of turrets on the field and like 1 or 2 in the hand, you play the spells and then like everything gets challenger or something like that, +1 and challenger or something like that, and you just keep, I guess, moving on like that, I guess. So I would say that's, I guess, cool. Eureka, then it's a 3-man. But like I said, I've never liked Heimerdinger's playstyle. Like you're playing a spell in order to get a unit, and then the unit is a decent unit. As you can see, they're all pretty weak. They've always been weak. All the turrets, their biggest weakness is that they always have 1 defense. And I just feel like outside of like obviously Barrier, which is only for 1 turn, but like outside of the tough one, you know, we're already dealing with Lysandra, Ice Shards, and then Swain has a bunch of things, just the higher challenges I'm just thinking about. So I feel like they're gonna have an issue staying alive unless like these upgrades allow them to have some staying power, right? And then we have the starter deck, which we don't see the card that I already told you about. So no Adaptatron, it's a 1-cost card. You start off with a Wrench Bot in the, oh, okay, I'm clicking the run. You start off with a Wrench Bot in the deck, which is the 1-drop one. So they're trying to pretty much say that you can upgrade this on your adventures, right? Conchologist for a created card. Aftershock, Flash of Brilliance. One of Heimerdinger's best cards, you play a 3-cost spell, and then it gives you a 6-cost spell, and you get your spell mana back, so it's always been pretty good. What the hell is Golden Crush Bot doing in here? Hextech Handler, which is actually a really amazing card. I didn't even like mention that. I think it's a 3-drop, right? Pretty sure it's like a 3-drop. There it is. So what's really cool about Hextech Handler, it says grant tech allies everywhere +1/+0 once you've played a 6-cost spell. But the crazy part about this specifically is that you can literally like every time you play it. So if it gets summoned, it should say when I'm summoned, grant, it should say something like that. We have Heimerdinger, and then we have the Hex Obliterator. 6 cost card. Deal 6 to a unit. If it would die, you obliterate instead. Not really too relevant. I think they just wanted to give him a 6 cost card that made sense. That's not Hex Tech Anomaly because they gave it to Jace. Maybe Formula would have been pretty cool. Draw 2, get your spell mana back. Or the Transmogulator, but actually no, Transmogulator would have been crazy. One, you could see his face is kind of on it, but you can took your best turret that's been going through some changes and then transform it into the better turret. So I kind of would have liked that as well in the deck. But it's cool. Oh wait, Epic Scrap Traction is a newer card too. That's the one where instead of them giving, where is it? Is this one where you get the runaway thing, which they took the brash off of it and you grow scrap, which is weird because why not give? It's such a weird thing. Like you already have production surge that exists, and it puts tech stuff on the field, and it also like you can get more than one turret based on how much mana you spend. I don't understand why would you put Epic Scrap Traction in there. That to me is a weird choice. Yeah, very, very weird. So yeah, I need to drop the video. So what's gonna basically happen is that I'll give it one more refresh. Maybe they'll do the thing. I'll have to do that, but I have to get this video out to you guys. And then when I get home, I'm hoping that by that time, the second champion will be more revealed at that time. And also you guys know that the bonus stars, which are really, really important. Anyone in hand and play, does this mean the tech units that are created later are in the deck don't get the upgrades? No, they don't. Or is it just bad word? No, anything in the deck is kind of screwed. Yeah. Path of Piltover and Zon. I love that. That's absolutely fantastic, right? Heimerdinger, every time you cast a spell, upgrades. Yeah, soon we're going to be done with all the P&Z champions, and they'll have to give us variety. I get the arcane thing, but for it to be sorry, like every arcane's coming out, I think in November, right? So like we have 2 more months of this, and I don't know if they have 2 more months of champions. They could do Victor right now, or they can leave it aside, or do something else and then Victor. Echo's already in this, so that probably messed up everything. Or maybe there's a hidden arcane character. Well, they did. We also know that the chick, the Noxus chick, the mom, is going to be. So she might be the November reveal, right? They might make her a new character in Runeterra, and then also put her in Path of Champions. So maybe that's for the November, and then like maybe they'll do some other nonsense. All right, so that's gonna be it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Let me know what you guys think about the Donger coming over into Path of Champions. Like I said, it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. I just feel like it gives me Jace vibes, and I fell in love with Jace. I thought Jace was really good. I got a better understanding of how to play him. Heimerdinger though, I never liked him, so it's gonna be really weird and awkward because you're gonna have to make a board or make the current like things in the hand and then like play them, and then so far it really depends on the upgrades. I'm pretty sure by the time I release this video, the upgrades will be already known thing. Everyone will know what the upgrades are, and we'll have a list of all the upgrades, and then all of a sudden these turrets get crack cocaine. But before that, right now, it seems pretty cool. They just made Elder Dragon with a different engine, which is just spells. It's spell-based Elder Dragon. That's what I think Heimerdinger is. And with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.